Okie dokie. So I managed to stop the stream instead of unclicking my stream starting one, my first attempt, so it's up to a great start. And my mic is unmuted, so maybe it's not too bad. So, yes, I am playing Pokemon Violet, which released today. I got a pretty cool steelbook with it, which is pretty neat. It's got the emblem on the back here. I will pick my language. I'm just going to be playing in English. And I have to choose a look. That is... Oh, the brown... See, I have brown hair at the moment. I don't have my usual blonde hair. So... Oh, but I do have blue eye. I'm going to go for the blue eyes just because I do have blue eyes. I kind of wish that I could... I mean, I know that I would assume there's customization like in previous Pokemon game, or the more recent previous ones, I guess. But I will be choosing this one because I like blue eyes. What is my name? I'm going to be super basic and just go with May because I have gone with all... Like, I've always gone with May because it's my name. But also, I've also always just gone with May as the character's name. Oh no, I can change the hairstyle. That's neato. Let's see. Is there any option for a mullet? I'm gonna assume no. Not a mullet. I need a mullet. It is unfortunate that, no characters. That's actually pretty close. Just it's short at the back instead of a mullet. That's what I usually have, though. There's no mullet, which does not surprise me. I'm assuming that if we ever get a region set in Australia, I will, I will just scream bloody murder if we don't get a, that's a nice colour. If we don't get a mullet, because that is the hairstyle of, it's like the, yeah, it's the national hairstyle of Australia. Oh, you can even have violet coloured hair. That's a terrible colour. That's not even like a nice colour. That is legitimately the same colour that I have right now. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. I do like that we can... Hello, how you doing, Tropiamon? You've come at the exciting part of me, designing my hairstyle. And saying that the Australian region should have mullets, or it won't be accurate. What other things can I do? Okay, I can change my eyes. That's exciting. Oh no, they've given me too much customization from the get-go. Usually it's just like, pick a profile and then deal with the customization later. Oh, this is gonna take me hours. Oh no, my sinuses have been pretty bad at the moment because of hay fever, so I have full sympathy for what you were going through. Is there like a green blue? Oh, that does not look good. That's terrifying. I think blue-grey might be the total dark. Oh, you can be soulless. That's great. Or you could just look like Koshiro from Digimon. Alright. I'm not super protagonist. I think I'll just stick with normal blue eyes. You can either do eyelashes. That is... They really just, Yeah, they really went out with these... I'm just amazed that they went through so much work with the customization like this. Definitely is more than the previous Pokemon games. Yeah, like usually it's you choose a profile at the very start of the game, and from there, like it just has like, you know, skin color, eye color, and hair color, and you kind of just choose a random choice of like 6 choices. And then later on, you choose your hairstyle. You go to like salons and stuff, and you can put contacts in and customize it that way. But this is there anything less bushy than that? That's like, I've got pretty like bushy-ish eyebrows, but I think that's too bushy. I wish there was like a bushiness scale. That is just, there's no perfect amount of bushy. There's either too thin or non-existent. I need a in-between bushiness. There's just no there's just no realistic eyebrows for me. I'm just gonna go with that one. Eyebrow color. I've got pretty dark eyebrows. That's my hair color I went for. I'm just gonna go with that. What, lips as well? Like... This is actually, I'm really impressed from how much customization is, but I'm also like, oh, I was just gonna like do like, maybe I'll stream for like, you know, just under an hour. That'll get me like a big, you know, a bit into the game. No, it looks like I'm just gonna be customizing my character for an hour, so like buckle in, I guess. Do they let me have like the one I've got like here? That's the deciding factor. Oh, is that the right, yeah, that's the right size. Can I have freckles? Oh, I can have freckles! I can have my freckles! Yay! That's great. I just look like a better looking version of me. Cool. I'm just going to cycle through these just so I have footage for when I do a video. There we are. Saving that. Yes. And I'll also do the same for the hairstyle. Because I'll probably be doing a video on this. And now I can't remember which hairstyle it was with before. Was it that one? No. It was definitely not that. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed. But yeah, pretty impressed with the amount of customization, like, straight off the bat. Like, that's pretty cool. And that'll be good. Yes. And yeah, I'm ready to begin my Pokemon adventure. But yeah, so super impressed with like all that customization. That was pretty stellar. Now, I don't know much about this game. I only from like a trailer I watched a few months ago. I'd already had it on pre-order. I've had it on pre-order since announcement, as I always do with Pokemon games, and I've tried to keep kind of like spoiler free. I know there were leaks of various of evolutions and forms and Pokemon. Hey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I just managed to dodge all those leaks on purpose, but I was kind of like, I mean, I wasn't going to be upset if I saw them, but somehow I managed to steer pretty well clear of anything that I didn't want to see. So I more or less have no idea what I'm getting in for. I'm glad that you like them. I've seen a lot of people really mad about some of the evolutions and some of the new mons. I am worried. Like, some people said, oh yeah, I was going to go with Quaxly, and then I saw his evolution. I'm like, I'm still going with Quaxly. I've not seen the evolution, but I just love Quaxly more than I love most things. Violet's the one with the hot Professor Dad, right? He's not hot. I mean, he is a hot Professor Dad. He's like a hot Professor Granddad. But I want... Oh, what is that? What is that little friend? Oh, he's a baby. I love him already so much. He's a baby. Like, what was that cute little baby thing? Like, But yeah, I'm very excited for Hot Professor Dad. Something that I'm not like super looking forward to is, I don't, why is Tauros black? Is that like a regional variant? But yeah, something I'm not really looking forward to is the school kind of like aspect. Like, I always try to pretend that my character is my age, and as I graduated many years ago from school, I would rather not be playing a school child. I would like to pretend that they are just an older character, and that's why they're saving the world, I guess. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like the fact that they're school. Like it kind of breaks my immersion from this world where there are giant monsters that shoot electricity from their mouths. Like I don't know what I should expect. And yeah, those are really cool. I don't want to be that guy, but the legendary, who I'm assuming is Miraidon, which is a cool name, because, like, you know, Mirai, future, yeah, I just don't want to be this guy, but, like, he looks like a Digimon. I don't like it when people say, oh, this Pokemon's a Digimon, or this Digimon's a Pokemon, but this guy's a Digimon, like, just tell me he's not. Though the only acceptable this is a Pokemon comparison is what are those? Is Sparrowmon is clearly a Latias sibling. And I love Sparrowmon. Another thing I've heard is like the performance isn't super good apparently when it's docked, I heard. Which, yep, I'm streaming it, so yes, it is docked. But I hope it's not too bad. Oh, I can get up. That's cool. Hello, Stormrunner. How you doing? Can I pick up a hat? No, I cannot. How foolish of me. Yes, the Applin. Again, I don't want to be that guy, but when I first saw, like, Appleton, I think its name is, I've never wanted to eat a Pokemon before until I saw that Pokemon, and I'm just like, oh, that is one edible looking, like, it looks delicious. Oh, it's, Sweetwood? I'm terrible when it comes to Pokemon names now. There was a time where I could remember every single Pokemon ever, and I know all their names, and I was great. And yeah, I like Flapple too. I like both of them, but Appleton looks delicious. But yeah, I don't know when it happened. I think it might have been Gen 7, which would have been Sun and Moon, which I also just didn't enjoy. I just stopped being able to remember Pokemon's names. And it's kind of sad. Like, there was a time like, oh yeah, this is this Pokemon, this is that Pokemon, and now I'm just like, I know Applin, and, oh, I can't even remember the other one I know. Oh, Vanilla Ice. Yeah, that one's delicious. See, I know Vanilla Ice because that's from Generation 5 or whatever, but like, and it's not because they're bad or anything. I mean, Sun and Moon I didn't enjoy, but it's not because I can't remember these Pokemon names because they're just not good or not memorable. I think I'm just old. But yeah, I can't remember the giant, dragon skyscraper steel dude, and I'm really sad because I really like him as a design. Meanwhile, I can remember Duraldon, that's his name. I can remember every Digimon's name, just about. Like, if I look at a Digimon, I'm just like, that's so-and-so-mon. But with Pokemon, it's just like... And then again, I think Digimon names are more obvious, I think. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that is... you can just sort of name them by what they look like. Just say that's a storage room. I thought that was the door. A substitute plushie on the wall. Well, where's the front door then? Was I just not... Did they show me the front door and I'm just not paying attention? Because that one, apparently, storage. That one's... Okay, the front door's right there. It's Hot Professor Granddad. He's definitely evil, right? Are we getting that? Am I the only one getting that, like, he's clearly evil vibe? Hey, Mav. I get a... He looks... This guy looks evil. Like, maybe I just don't trust people. I don't like how he just smugly gave a paper bag. Like, I don't trust him. I knew I'd need that hat. It looked so importantly placed. Or maybe that's just like the primary school memories of just like no hat, no play. Did any other countries other than Australia have that where you just couldn't go on your like your break, like you couldn't go on your recess if you weren't wearing a hat? So whenever like I'm just like if I'm not wearing a hat, I'm like, oh my god, no hat, no play. Just it's just sort of in my brain, just like I can't go outside if I'm not wearing a hat. And if I'm not wearing a hat, I'm just like, oh, I'm naughty. I'm not wearing a hat. No hat, no play. It just stuck in my mind. Really, we had like they were part of the school uniform, so like you could get in big trouble without it. Like, you had to, like, sit and hang out with, like, a teacher if you weren't wearing a hat. So the teacher would hate you because the teacher could have been doing anything else. And especially you were the only one not wearing a hat. It was like a fate, and God forbid you had to borrow one from the Lost and Found, which was sometimes worse than sitting with the teacher. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, in Australia we all have school uniforms, which... Heartbreak High was, like, terrible for me because for some reason the students just weren't wearing school uniforms. So that was really upsetting for me that, like, they got to not wear school uniforms. Oh yeah, school uniforms definitely have a lot of positives. Like, you don't have to think about what you have to wear. Everyone's wearing the same thing. But people wear them differently. Like, it was technically against the school rules, but nobody really cared. But, like, a lot of girls would, like, there was kind of, like, I would say, like, kind of like a belt kind of thing on the back of the dress. You can kind of tighten and adjust if for, like, you know, if you needed to adjust it. But some girls found out that if you pulled it and you, like, tied it up with a hair tie, you could, like, almost get, like, a decent, like, form-fitting dress out of it. Oh, babies! Oh, Quaxly! I like how he just... I love that so much. I love Quaxly more than I love anything else in the entire world. Yeah, the weed cat's cute. Very cute. Like, it's adorable. Like, yeah. And Fuecoco is just adorable and is just... like, a fire version of Totodile, and I love Totodile. But, like, look at this guy. Look at Quaxly. He's got hair. I would literally die for Quaxly. Color coding's an interesting concept. I would literally die for you, Quaxly. This guy is, like, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I like my mailbox, though. I'm just gonna can I take all three? Because he just left. He just went like, oh, see ya, go have some starter. I'm gonna leave. Thank you for the phone, Mum. I have to say, I miss how in Sword and Shield, Mum was spelt the correct way. And now we've reverted back to the American spelling. For some reason, Paldea, I think, is meant to be Spain. So I don't know what spelling that they would use, but kind of sad that we're not doing the Mum spelling. I'm gonna take all three of them because he just left. Oh, I just walked through it. Aww. Stay with me, Quaxly. I'm just, oh my god, they're so cute. Why am I growing vegetables? Like, why? Wow. Do I live in a mansion? Am I, is my family just, I guess everyone's rich. They're going to a private, like, school or something. Oh, you're so cute. And yeah, that's, I would love if they went with, like, a more localized things. Like, that's something I loved about Sword and Shield. It felt so lovingly local. Like, I mean, I say localized, but it felt like they were actually speaking English, like UK English, and I really liked that. The characters felt very English, and that was just pretty cool. I wish that all games, like all Pokemon games, had that power of science. That's a mechanic that I'm interested to see, honestly. But I heard that you can, like, steal people's shinies, like, if shinies spawn and you can catch them in someone else's world. I'm gonna miss the wild area, though, let's be real. I want to take all 3 of these friends. Oh, okay, never mind. Quaxly! Oh, he's cute. I have to say, all of the starters in this game are, like, all appealing. Like, yeah, he just destroyed a fruit, but I don't know, I think they're all pretty great, like, all these starters. Like, usually there's one that is just much better than the others. Usually, like, so sometimes there's one that's just terrible. Oh, he's carrying the... Aww, he's a baby. I would literally die for all 3 of you. Mainly Quaxly. I literally live like 2 meters away. What? You came by and said, okay, later, and then I followed you. How would you expect me to... You've got protagonist hair. Can I say no? I didn't say no, but I kind of wanted to. I wish I could be mean in video games. I can't. Well, I definitely want Quaxly. Like, that decision hasn't changed, but like... Oh, I did play Mass Effect. I actually got stuck in Mass Effect 3 because I couldn't choose between Liara and Garrus, and the game was making me choose. And I was just like, well, I'm never finishing this game, and then I didn't. Okay, the shadows aren't great, but I'm not one to care about graphics. Yeah, for romance. What am I gonna call my little duck friend? Oh yeah, I forgot. Brady already named my Quaxly for me. So I have to go with this because he named it, and it was much better than anything I could ever come up with. So Quaxly's name is Psycuck. Will it let me have it? I'm assuming it will. It did. And now the adventures of May and Psycuck the Quaxly. Ah, he's so cute! Look at this guy! Well, this is the best game ever because let me have a duck friend. Like, I was gonna call it Webster or something, but, like... Psycuck is my best friend, and I would die for Psycuck. Why? I don't know. I don't trust her. I don't trust any of these two are in cahoots. They're both evil. I don't like how she was like, I can't believe you chose that. And then was like, such a perfect choice for you. I'm like, I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. Except for like, futuristic Professor Daddy. I trust him, but I don't trust this guy, the Professor Granddaddy, and I don't trust the green head lady. He's also cute. I don't trust her. I don't trust him. I don't trust a lot of people in this game. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. I can send my Pokemon out. What is this? What are you? Can I interact with you? Apparently I can. It's a potion. Okay, let's take a look at these graphics. Because everyone always asks me what I think about graphics. I'm not a graphic looking person. It looks just okay. Like, nothing to write home about, but it's functional. There are a lot of textures that aren't there that I would assume to be there if were it a real life thing, but I don't know. It's fine. It works. It let me choose Quaxly's well animated, and that's all I care about. Why am I so short? Oh yeah, I mean, I was expecting definitely better than Sword and Shield, which I loved Sword and Shield. It was Sword and Shield and Arceus are probably my favorite Pokemon games, which is great. But they didn't look particularly good at all. I actually liked the faults that Sword and Shield have. Like, a lot of people said that they didn't like how linear it is, and there was just me sitting there going, oh, I'm so relieved it's so linear. It's so much, I don't want to be someone in their mid-20s getting stuck in a cave in this video game for children. I was very happy to just be like, hey, you just walk up this road, you fight some Pokemon perhaps, and then you're at the next place. And I was just like, yes, no more getting lost in caves. So I actually liked that, but I completely understand why that would be a negative for some people, because it makes it a lot less challenging. I liked it. And the DLC was just chef's kiss. Like, the max raids were just A+. Just some good. I just... What is beeping? Well, we have Ringagotchi having a bath. And, I think my Magical Witch is dying, which... I got the bad evolution because I don't have anyone to connect with, because I only have one Magical Witch. Oh, there's an app for that. Yeah, I got, the bad care one, and it's... Because you can only... You need to connect to people to use it, but I have one Magical Witch because, I like to eat. I like to be able to afford food. Back in my day, we played Legends Arceus, and I don't know how that filled itself, but it seemed to be automatic. Or we got someone to do it for me. I still don't trust Old Man. There seems to be a lot of water in this game. Yeah, I don't like when you have to... I mean, it's easier now because you have online, but I don't like when games are just like, hey, you can have the full, complete game if you connect. There's a lot of Tamagotchis that are terrible for that. A lot of the newer ones don't have that anymore, which is good. But some of them, like even the meats in the mix, which were only a few years ago, you would have to connect to at least 3 other Tamagotchis in order to unlock all the areas and items. That's really annoying. But I don't like when they forced you to have either friends that have them or you have multiple. And that's why I never got to complete a Pokedex in Pokemon until Generation 6. Opening your Pokedex, press the minus button. Battle catch Pokemon to compile volume. Oh, that's a nicer way of sorting it. It's like, it's an app. I do like that it's like an app rather than a thing. That's cute. He is a cute baby. Oh my gosh. Why is this baby my best friend? I would die for this baby. Is a duckling Pokemon. Oh, I'm crouching for some reason. Don't know how I did that. Okay. Auto heal, that's cool. And I'm trying to figure out how I crouched. Popular. Yeah, it's because it's a phone. Everyone has a phone. The flying taxi service. I am, however, also happy that we got rid of HMs. Like, that seemed like a good move. Just this once, I kind of wish that the main character had a dad instead of a mum. I feel like we've always had mums, unless I'm misremembering. I know that sometimes we have had dads, but they've been like away. Like they've gone to be somewhere else or be gym leaders or something. Why am I so short? And I also would kind of like if we just had a mum and a dad and neither were absent. Like, just give me parents that, like, we get both of them and maybe I want a sandwich from my dad. I don't know. Oh yeah, you make sandwiches in this. Made by sandwiching is sandwiching a word? Sandwiching vegetables, meat, or other ingredients between 2 pieces of... I've literally never heard sandwiching as... I'm terrible at my main language. It's an adjective, right? A doing word. I've never, yeah, I've never... No, adjective is just... I'm just very tired, and I've forgotten the entirety of English language and terminology, which I'm going to blame learning another language, is that I now have less of a grip on my own language, and still barely a grip on the other language I'm learning. So, that's cool and fun. Like, one time I forgot the English word for umbrella, and I could only remember the Japanese word. So I opened my Japanese app on my phone, and I put in casa. And I was just like, I literally don't know the English word for this. And it's just umbrella. It's not a hard word. So, I don't know how polyglots exist when I can't even function having 2, like, or like 1.5 languages in my head. I'm very envious of polyglots who are just like, they know like 15 languages, and they say that it gets easier after 3. I'm like, I can barely handle knowing one language at this point. I hear it helps if you start super young. Like, if you live in, like, one of the European countries, that you learn English, but you also learn the language of the country you're in, but you might also learn the languages of the countries that you're bordering on. Like, I think I was in Switzerland, and it was a very short flight. I can't remember where we were flying from. It was somewhere nearby. It was like a 40-minute flight. And the funniest thing was the in-flight safety instruction video. I don't know. Is that it? It looks either like the one from Sword and Shield, or it's a new one, the Dandelion one. But yeah, so the in-flight safety video and instructions went on for the entire flight because they had to do it in like 6 languages. They did it in Swiss, in English, in French, I think, in German, and I don't know, it was a long time ago, but it was a lot of languages, and I just, like, what is KLM? I'm also very bad with acronyms. That's a Lechonk. Everyone loves Lechonk. I mean, I think that's his name. Unless it's just a fan name, but it's a great fan name. I think it might have been just Swiss Air. But I'm not 100% because it was... when did I go to Switzerland? It was... I think I was 13 or 14, so 15 years ago. Did they give me X Pokeballs? I want to catch a Lechonk. It's Lechonk. I don't know what to call him because I don't think I'll ever be able to top the name Lechonk. I think that's like the best name. I'll try to chop Lechonk. I kind of want to call him Armadillo because I saw just this dumbest post. That's a good one. I saw some post who was like, is Piglet an armadillo or or a pig? And then someone said, well, it's not. His name's not Armadillo. Which is the funniest thing. I'm just gonna. I think that's how it was spelled. Armadillo. This is why I should let Brady name my Pokemon, because Psycuck is still the best name I have ever heard. I don't like how friendly she is. And that is either because she's evil, which is what I put my money on, or alternatively, this is a children's game and everyone is just exceedingly friendly to everyone. But I'm very fond of thinking it's going to be the former because I think she's evil. And now we're going to the Round the Twist Lighthouse. Have you ever felt like this? Strange things happen when you're going around the twist. Oh, I love Silver so much. Lechonk. What is... I need to see the thing in the tree. What are you? Oh, you're a spider dude. Oh, stay away from me. Oh, Hoppip's in this game. Can I catch this? Do I have to shake the tree to get the... Oh, I don't like spiders. Behind me. That one? Or is there another one? Yeah, I don't know how to shake the tree. Oh, apparently the answer was throw Psycuck at at oh, that is equally, oh, tarantula. I'm equal parts horrified and also that's adorable. That's a great name. I am very arachnophobic though, so I'm not a big fan of the spoders. That's not a Pokeball. I love the fan Pokemon designs for different countries' regions because there was an Australian region that someone was like designing like fake Pokemon for, and there was like a Huntsman one, and I don't like Huntsmans. Tarantula. Chula. Yeah, there was a Huntsman one, and it was just horrifying, but so accurate, and it was such a great design. Around the girl, you said. Near the girl. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah, I really want the Pokemon, an Australia region next. Like, I really, really want an Australian region. I feel like it would work fairly well. Okay, that... Okay. Oh, little pigs. Where? There I am. Yeah, kangaroos and wallabies and... I can imagine there being a Pokemon called, like, Wallababy or something. I don't know, that would be a cool name for a Pokemon. Game Freak, hire me. Another one we could have, like... Oh, the Tasmanian Devil, I would die. I love Tasmanian Devils so much. The little monsters that they are. Everyone thinks they are cute. Tasmanian Devils are very cute. But the sounds they make completely explain why they're called Tasmanian Devils and not Tasmanian Babies or something, because they just snarl and make these like just terrifying noises. I love them though. Yeah, Thylacine would be a great, like, fossil Pokemon. I just love the Thylacine so much. Every time we get, like, in the news, like, some crazy person has seen is claiming to see the Thylacine, and it's always just a cat or something. Like, they've taken a photo, and then we just realize that it's a cat. But every time there's someone who says they've seen a Thylacine, I'm just sitting there like... Oh, they've seen it! They've seen a Thylacine! They've finally proven that they're still alive! And, they haven't, but for you know, a few hours, I'm just like, there's a Thylacine. But honestly, like, if thinking about it, Tasmania is such, like, a huge place, and so much of it is just forest. I wouldn't be surprised if Thylacines are still around. But that is also me being very, very hopeful. I'm just gonna be boring and call this Scuttle. I'm very bad with my names. Yeah, there's a lot of scientists who have been, like, looking into, like... Because they've got, like, all the embryos and various DNA from Thylacine. They've got everything that they need. They just need cloning technology to be better. And they've been saying it for years that they are ready with the Thylacine. And I'm just like, yay! Side note, because I was very into Thylacines when I was young, so I have, like, this weird knowledge about them. I went to Tasmania, and I was just like, I will learn all about the Thylacines. And I did. But they're just, like, if you look at the photos of them, they don't look real when they open their mouths. They go, wah. And it's just, they just open their mouth so wide, it doesn't look, like, it looks fake. It doesn't look like... It, and that's why it would make a great Pokemon, because it doesn't look like a real animal. And that's a lot of the Australian animals. I'm not sure if this is, like, something that other countries learn, but when they discovered the platypus, they thought it was a joke. They thought, because someone had brought back like a dead thing, and they said, look, an animal. And everyone literally thought they just stitched together other animals because it just didn't make sense. And no, that's just an Australian animal. That's just what they look like. Yeah, they thought it was just taxidermy, and it's really good taxidermy. No, no, the platypus just doesn't make sense. And I love the platypus. I love the platypus so much. Also dingoes, they're pretty cool too. They don't, or fletchlings in this game, they don't bark because they're not dogs, they just howl at you. And there's like a few of these like, animal care and rehabilitation places, but sometimes dingoes just decide to be super domesticated and just enjoy oh my god, what is it? Oh, that's the cutie from the start of the game. Yeah, like, huh? But yeah, I really just like Australian animals. I think we've got a good lot of animals. I don't understand when other countries are like, oh, Australians, all your animals will kill you. And I'm like, nah, America has bears. I know what to do if I see a spider. The spiders typically, like, you know, if the venomous ones are tiny-ish. The big ones are huntsmen, and they don't have any, they can't bite you. I mean, they can bite you, it hurts, but they can't hurt you, poisonous-wise. Venom? Venom. Yes, Venom. Like the superhero. No, spiders here are bad, though. I've been bitten by a redback, and I was really sick for, like, 2 weeks. So spiders here are bad, but I would rather face my chances with a spider than with a bear. Like, I think I will deal, with a spider or a snake, because we also have very venomous snakes as well. That's fun, but not typically, like, if I go camping, I'm don't have to worry about bears. I've heard that, like, people in, like, America go like, oh yeah, when I can't put on an accent, I'm not even gonna, I started to try, I'm like, nah, I can't do accents. They were like, oh yeah, when I go camping, I have to, like, tie up my food and belongings so the bears don't get them. And I'm just like, will you have to worry? I would not go camping. That's horrifying. Why would, like, bears? That's terrifying. I'm naming this mouse and I'm struggling. Spark. There we are. That's a name. But yeah, also, yeah, I can't do accents. I also know that, I did this weird thing. Whenever I have to, like, talk about an Australian or imitate an Australian, I put on an Australian accent, which should not be necessary because, I am Australian. But I still put on an Australian accent every time. And it just makes no sense because this is how I sound. This is my normal voice. But then again, when I'm trying to, like, say, like, oh, bloody Struth, oh, bloody, oh, Struth, oh, mate, oh, no, mate, I don't know, I try to put on an accent, but it doesn't make sense because this is my accent, which, like, speaking of which, the Australian accent, like, is an offensive accent to hear when you're not expecting it. I started listening to, there's this, like, K-pop band called, they're called, Stray Kids, I think they're called, and there's this song called Three Racha, and they're just, a bunch of them just grew up in Australia, so they have Australian accents, and then they're singing in Korean. It sounds great. I don't know what they're saying because I don't know any Korean, but at one point, all of a sudden, just the singer decides to just speak in English, and he's Australian, and I've never been more called out because he just goes like, my boy spitting facts, locked and loaded, pow, pow! And it's the most offensive thing to hear the Australian accent when you're not expecting it. I just, like, it shocked me, to hear that accent when I wasn't expecting it. Like, you know, if I go on holidays, I went to Japan, and all of a sudden, I heard the Australian accent, and I was like, oh my gosh. Why? Why here? I went to this country to be away from you. I'm just apparently blind. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, I thought it crashed. I was worried. Yeah, I can actually, I can 100% like, absolutely, that's the word I was trying to say. Understand that that might be the thing. It's also television as well. Oh, baby. By baby, I mean legendary. Houndour is in this game. Oh, the baby's hurt. I know with a lot of like television, how people are watching a lot more television from other countries, the accents are kind of merging a bit. Yeah, I will hurt whoever hurt this Digimon. Because he's a Digimon. Oh, how did I not die? Okay, the Rotom phone apparently flies. Who knew? Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I just died. But no, Rotom, like, don't you just love it when you're falling to your death and your phone flies? Like, yay. This is an interesting, like, take that you get to, like, straight up to see the... Do I give a potion? I give a potion? Okay. Oh, maybe... Okay, that's why I have a sandwich. I'm gonna give it my sandwich. Imagine seeing, like, just, like, this thing of legends and myths, and then just, like, reaching into your bag and giving it just, like, a ham and salad sandwich. Oh, it's so cute, though. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. It's a Digimon, though. I'm calling mine Digimon. I will literally die for this thing. Like, good on the game, making so many adorable looking, like, creatures. I still wish that Pokemon names were what they say. See ya. Oh my god, it's digivolving. I would literally die for this thing. This is such a cute design. I think this is the cutest legendary. See you later. Yeah. Also, like, do you ever just think about, like, Pikachu's original noise from the early games? Because it's like, it's always funny. You're just standing there. Am I meant to follow you? Can I jump? No, I can't jump. How foolish of me for thinking that I could jump in this video game. Okay, hello. Hi. Ooh. Ah, that's my new best friend, Mr. Digimon. And we're apparently hunting down the Houndour. Houndoom. Houndour. Now I am correct. All of them is the answer. I'm trying to remember how to run. Oh, apparently that was the answer. It keeps on stop. Okay, maybe I'm not allowed to walk too close to it. Or maybe it just randomly just runs for me every so often. Weird. Yeah, apparently that's not how I run. Oh, no, I wanted that item. I'm not allowed to have that item. Cutscene instead. Okay. Just broke their hearts. Yeah, I would like to catch one, actually. I love Houndoom so much. Or the I can't remember. Houndour or Houndoom, which is the baby one? I think it's Houndour, right? The small one? Yeah. Yeah. Also, if you hear a rooster, by the way, I don't know either. It's been going on for the past, like, few months, I think, and it's been, like, basically constant. I think something's wrong with it. It's been constant between the hours of, like, 6 a.m. and, like, 8 p.m. Sometimes even earlier, sometimes, like, 5 a.m. And, yeah, 8 p.m. It just crows all the time. And I don't think that's normal for a rooster. And it's worrying. Can I catch this? Yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know why. It's just constant. It's... I want to catch him. I love him. I'm just scared of my babies. But no, Mr. Digimon is here to help. Yeah. Oh, so many dogs. I know this would be horrifying in real life, but I'd be like, ah, look at those puppies. I know they're puppies that can set me on fire, but I love them. Oh, that's so many puppies. This is me when I go to the breeder's house and just am surrounded by many versions of one of my dogs. My other dog is slowly getting used to it whenever we go to the breeders, and he's just surrounded by his weird-looking sister. I love my dogs so much. Freya's next show is in a week, and I'm very excited. Because I love her very much. And I love Langley too, he's good too. Oh, Langley turns 12 next year. I'm gonna have to do something big for his birthday. Did it just die? It needs more sandwich power. I love this guy so much. I would like to call you Mr. Digimon. When do I get to nickname you? Yeah, I think they've been one-time use since, like, Brilliant Diamond, I think. But they make them super accessible. At least in those games. Like, in Arceus they were as well. Okay, but there's something shiny on the ground. And it's not a Pokeball. I think it's like a random mysterious item, but I guess it's not. I got the Pokemon out of the Pokeball again. Sir, that is my emotional support Digimon. Can I be your dad? Actually, I didn't fall. I apparently jumped and then my phone saved me. I forgot that I called him Psycuck for a second. I'll leave a good taste in your mouth. Daddy. Or I'm his daddy. I got confused. Wait, that makes it just weird. I don't know, I think he's like the generic angry boy that there is in every game, like Bede in Sword and Shield, like just general, just angry and angsty for some reason. I guess it's to like counteract like that girl's random like just positivity. I don't think he's evil though. She's probably evil, but he's like, I don't think he's evil. I think he's just like mandatory angsty character. Who is ringing at me? I kind of like this guy, actually. Now, can I name him? Why am I so short? Oh my gosh. What a cute little friend. This is very unique compared to all the other Pokemon games, but I actually just get the legendary in like the first hour. That's pretty cool. Can I nickname him? Yeah, apparently they just give me a free legendary. They're like, hey, we know that usually the legendary is like that hard thing that you do at the very end of a game, and they usually come out of the Pokeball a billion times. They're not letting me nickname it. That's sad. I wanted to call him Mr. Digimon. Well, let me get that shiny because I know I'm gonna forget. Oh yeah, yeah. They'll probably give me the stronger form later on in the game. What's around here? I want to explore more. Oh, there is a thing back here. Neato. Oh, nope, I've entered a battle. I thought it said 0 effective and I was just like, what? But no, it's just a dot. Which feels like not so great design. I'm probably going to wrap up soon just because it's very, very hot in my office. And I would like to go downstairs where the air conditioner is and hang out with my dogs because I love them. And because I've been at work all day. But can't even get words out. That's another reason I should wrap up. I've apparently forgotten everything I knew about the English language. Yeah, before I wrap up, first impressions. What are my thoughts of this game? What is... Oh, that's somebody call one of those. I'll just defeat it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It feels fairly different from the other Pokemon games, which is pretty cool because a lot of Pokemon games feel very samey at the start. I feel like the characters are very suspiciously positive, which means that they're probably evil, or it's just a kid's game and they're all nice. But, yeah, I like how you just design your character from the start. The customization options are much more varied than they are in previous Pokemon games. Like, you don't just, okay, for some reason I just spawned up the wall after that battle. Cool. And the new Pokemon designs, almost said Digimon, are really nice. I love how it's just an app now, rather than, like, you know, just this random PDA that you carry around. It feels more like with the times. I think that's pretty cool, how everything is just an app. You're using the Rotom phone more, which I absolutely hated the Rotom phone in Sun and Moon, but I like what they do here. So that's pretty cool. I just really like how it's an app. I think my character looks pretty cool. I have no idea how to save. I know it's been auto-saving the whole time, but I don't know how it's gonna let me save. Is this... No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the same thing again. Am I blind? Change view. I would like to save, please. But yeah, I do like how I can... the trainer ID, which is usually where I save at. I don't know where to save. Found it. It's X, as it has been in previous ones. I like that I can look at the boxes at any time again. I love that functionality from basic. I think it's been there since Let's Go for memory, where you can just access the boxes at any time. I do think that's pretty neato. But yeah, so far I'm feeling pretty positive about this game. I like... Oh, okay, Miraidon doesn't count as part of my 6. That's interesting. I guess because it's just a... I'm not really catching it, I guess, then. But yeah, I do love swapping that at any time. But yeah, so I don't know why I'm saving a billion times, apparently. But yeah, so first impressions, pretty positive so far. I'm enjoying this game. The graphics, yeah, they're fine. They're like just not fantastic. I don't care about graphics though. I'm more into like if I'm gonna enjoy playing the game. That's like a minor thing. But like if graphics are a problem to you, you probably don't want to play this game because it's not like, you know, it's not like the God of War game that just came out, which is effectively scarily close to just being live action. So that's pretty cool. This is just completely different, but then again, I don't want like realism from my Pokemon games, so that's fine. But yeah, so this game pretty good so far. I do want to do a review like I've done with Temtem, like I've done with Survive, like I've done with Ooblets. So I will be doing that sort of like should you buy it review. So check that out when I'm played enough that I can formulate a review. Yeah, I want Pokemon to keep an animated look. I don't want it to move too far into looking like what all the other games look like. I like it being animated. I don't want it to move past that. And we keep on getting more and more realistic. I still kind of miss the top-down view, but I do like this view now. I've definitely, like, I've warmed to it. But yeah, so those are my thoughts so far for Pokemon Violet. Super nice steelbook. I do like a good steelbook. It is pretty cool. I like how it's grapes on the emblem. But yeah, so thanks for coming by to the stream. Follow if you're not already. Check out my other various socials. on my link tree, which is just linktree/LostinTranslationmon. If you're watching this on Twitch, yep, follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. And I'll probably I want to start streaming again. Honestly, I had like, one of my last streams, I had 0 views, and that was, like, I'm a big baby, and that was kind of like slightly disheartening. So like, I'm just not gonna stream anymore. So it was kind of like hard to get back to that because of the fear of 0. I know it's such like a silly small thing, but it was kind of like, I'm just streaming to no one. So it was kind of disheartening, but so very much thank you to everyone who dropped in to chat and hang out tonight, because I was worried that it was going to be another 0 view stream. So maybe I'll start streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays again. Who knows, I would like to just make sure that you're following to find out when I'm going to stream. And yes, and I completely understand that a lot of the time it is because I'm streaming Australian at night, which for a lot of places in the world is bedtime. So it doesn't help that the times I'm streaming, the only times I can effectively stream are bedtimes for a lot of the world. And that's not my fault. That's just time zones. That's no one's fault. But yeah, it was still disheartening to see those 0 views, because even though it's the matter of the fact was, it's just the timing, it just kind of, I saw it as like this is because of me, but no, it's 100% because of the time zones. But I'm a big baby, as I said, but I do appreciate that people came by for the stream tonight. I do want to start streaming other things, because that'd be fun. But yeah, so it is very warm up here, and my brain is melting out of my ears. So thanks for watching, thanks for coming, thanks for chatting. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.